See, this is week 4, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm trying to get this to start recording. There we go. So on the group quiz last week, we only got like a quarter of a point off.
Okay.
I don't know. I think we got like an A-.
Sweet.
So pretty good.
Which one did we miss?
He said we did like a positive and it was supposed to be a negative. It was super easy. I don't remember which one. He didn't really specify.
Okay.
Pretty good for the first one. The group quiz doesn't look very hard, so that's good. Did you have any questions about like any of the prep or anything?
No, not that I can think of.
It just kind of takes a little bit of thinking.
Yeah.
So,
Wait, what was the 5 different transformations?
I think that's like, so, like A is the amplitude.
Okay, so kind of like shifting left and right, up and down.
Yeah, those are the transformations. So like the negative, flipping it over the axis, and then the stretcher strength, the vertical and horizontal movements, and then the horizontal stretcher strength. So
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought it meant. So
yeah. And then discuss the 4 additional trig functions. So like cotangent is 1 over tangent, stuff like that.
okay. Then it says review the answers to question number 6 from the prep.
That was a big list of them.
Oh, was that the list?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any other questions.
Yeah, I don't either. It's just a little time consuming, but it's not horribly difficult. So
Should you go on to the extension problems?
yeah, we'll do those, and then after that we can do the group quiz.
All right.
Okay. So graph these 2, and then just do the parent function and the domain range for the next ones. Okay. So since we've got 1/2 a sine, that's going to cut the amplitude in half, right?
Yep.
And then the 2x, when it's 2x like that, so B, it says, is like the horizontal stretch, right? For the period of the graph. So if it's 2x, is that going to make the period larger? Oh, no, because the period is 2 pi over b, so that'd be 2 pi over 2, which is just pi.
See, the 2, that's the stretch or shrink, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like the waves.
Yeah, that's for the amplitude, right?
And then the -1, it's shifted down -1.
Mm-hmm.
So it's below the x-axis.
Right. And then doesn't the minus pi, that means it shifts to the right?
Yeah, shifts to the right.
So we want to get in the parentheses x without like the 2 on it, right? So we divide it by 2.
Yeah.
I'm back. Sometimes the video, when I do this, will like cut out. So if I'm not there for a while,
Yeah.
that might be why. Okay, did you get the first one finished?
Yeah. Did you get the domain and range?
So the domain is just negative infinity to positive infinity. And then the range, since it's cut in half and shifted down one.
See, I got -3/2 and then -1/2.
Yeah. That's what I have as well. Perfect. And then do the same for the cosine one. So the amplitude is going to be 4. And then the period would be 2 pi over 3, right?
Yes.
And then since we factor that out, it's going to shift to the left pi thirds. And it's going to go up 5.
Looks like the range is 1,9. In the domain, just I think it's infinity to infinity.
Say that again. Sorry, I was cutting out.
Oh, I think the range is 1,9.
Uh-huh.
And then the domain is just negative infinity to infinity.
Would it be 1,9 or 1,10?
See, I had 1,9. What I had plugged in. See, the answer key answer key says 1,9.
Okay, maybe I put the wrong thing in. Gotcha. And then the domain's just all real numbers again.
Yes.
Perfect. And then number 2, plotting the parent functions of tangent, cotangent, secant, and cosecant. So the range for tangent and cotangent is just going to be all real numbers.
Oh, the range?
Yeah, for the parent function of tangent and cotangent.
Okay.
And then period for...
Just be pi, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And then I don't really know how to like explain domain for these when there's like a when there's a vertical asymptote like every pi. Do you just say I guess I don't really understand how you write that.
I guess you can just write like x and then the cannot equal to, so the equal sign with the slash through it.
Uh-huh.
I think that's how I understand it to be. So if like that one, it would be like x cannot equal negative pi divided by 2 or pi divided by 2 because there's the asymptotes there.
Right.
Looking at the answer key, I just can't read the handwriting on the paper very well.
Yeah, I can't either. But that would make sense because we're going to from negative pi 2 to pi 2, but it's never reaching it. So you just put the not equal sign. And that'd be this. Then for secant and cosecant, period is 2 pi, right?
That's for a cotangent.
So the ranges for secant and cosecant go from negative infinity to -1, then 1 to infinity, right?
Yep.
And then the domains are kind of the same to tangent and cotangent, right?
Yes. The period is pi, correct?
Yeah.
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 For cotangent, okay.
Yeah, it says tangent and cotangent have a period of pi, unlike the other functions, which have 2 pi. All right. Any questions on those two?
No, I think I got it figured out.
Okay, sounds good. You want to move on to the group quiz?
Sure, sounds good.
We can actually do it together this week. So just one of us is supposed to submit the group quiz, right?
Yeah, I can go ahead and submit that.
Okay. So neat work. So it looks like for the first one, we're just trying to find the equation, and then the second one, we're going to graph the equation they've given us. Right. So do we just want to like start with A, we'll figure out the amplitude, and then go figure out B, C, and D?
Yeah, that'll work.
Is that the easiest way to go about it?
Yeah, I think so.
So it's a cosine function. So cosine would normally go from 1 to -1, but instead it's going from -1 to 5. And then it's shifted over 3 pi halves, right?
Yes.
So it'd be negative 3 pi halves. And then it's shifted up 4. Is that right?
Yeah.
Does your video cut out a lot, or is it just mine?
I'm not for sure. These Hangouts confuse me.
Yeah, they don't work very well. Well, I graphed what I thought would give me that graph, and it doesn't look the same. So I don't get how it's stretched out so much. That's the only thing that I'm trying to figure out what that would make that do. This one period goes from negative pi halves to 7 pi halves. So that'd be, would that make the period 4 pi?
Yeah, actually, I think so.
Because a period is from like one point all the way to like the next same point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes more sense. So,
Well, would it be 3 pi?
well, if it goes from negative,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's 4 pi. I was looking at the wrong dot.
yeah, it'd be 4 pi. Dang, this first one's hard. The next one's not going to be that hard. Because when I graphed 3 cosine of 2x minus 3 pi plus 2. It looks pretty much the same. It's just not stretched horizontally enough.
See, what was your graph again? 3 cosine.
3 cosine times 2x minus 3 pi plus 2. And it's got the same range. It just isn't stretched enough. Any luck with anything yet?
No, still working on it.
Have you tried anything that's gotten close?
See, I have 3 halves cosine 2x minus 3 pi plus 3 halves. And I've got I just don't have it stretched out far enough. I don't know how to get it more stretched out.
That's exactly what I'm struggling with. I keep like trying new things and I'm getting close, but it's not the right one.
Same here.
Are you still on your video?
Yeah. I don't get how to stretch the graph because the stretch is also the period. I don't know.
Yeah, me either.
Might just be getting this first one wrong.
Yeah, I can't figure it out.
I have no idea.
Should we just go ahead to number 2?
Yeah. This one's making me mad.
Yeah, I came close a few times. Just I don't know how to stretch it out.
Yeah, I don't either, because when I try and like mess with the B value, which is like the period, but it also stretches it, it
Yeah.
just messes it up. Like I would get the period right, but then it wouldn't it wouldn't shift over enough. So I have no idea. So dumb.
We should go to number 2, I guess.
So it's going to shift right pi over 4. The period is going to be pi.
See do we need to state the domain?
Yeah, domain and range. Domain's going to be just all real numbers. And then the range is going to be from -4 to 2.
Mm-hmm. Is this one stretching or is it shrinking?
This one is I believe it's stretching.
Stretching. Just by a factor of 3?
So are you talking like stretching horizontally or vertically?
I think horizontally. Or no, vertically.
Yeah, vertically it's going to stretch by 3. A factor of 3.
So far I've got a period of pi, shifting right, pi over 4, stretching by a factor of 3, shifting down by 1,
Mm-hmm.
domain all real numbers in range -4, comma 2.
Yep.
Okay.
That is exactly what I've got.
Is that all we have to state for that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am still on this first question. It's getting me really angry. Trying to figure this out. John, can I have the charger? There should be a way on your calculator to like type in all the points in a table and get the equation. Is that a thing?
I'm not for sure.
Oh gosh, I have no idea. We might just be best off putting something that's close and hoping it gives us some of the points.
Yeah.
Because I think he'll give us everything except we don't know how to stretch the graph.
Mm-hmm.
You want to just do that and hope he gives us partial credit?
Sure. I'll just write down what equation did you have that first time?
I had, let me just graph it again to make sure that was a close one. I've written down like 5 or 6 different ones. That was 3. I think it was 3 cosine 2x minus 3 pi plus 2.
Plus 2. What would the transformations be? See,
It would be an amplitude, like the amplitude and period and stuff.
Yeah.
So to have an amplitude of 3, and then a period of pi. I know that's not right, but and then a phase shift of 3 pi over 2.
Hey, what kind of shift?
Of like a 3 pi over 2 shift to the right. So it'd be minus 3 pi over 2. And then a vertical shift of 2.
All right.
So it was a good try.
Yeah.
There like wasn't really any problems like that on like math my math lab or anything, so it's kind of like difficult to know what to do there.
Yeah.
If I had done one before, it'd make more sense, but I'll have to go and watch a video or something.
Yeah, I was looking online on Google. There was quite a few. They're about 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
Well, a good idea to go through them. There might
Yeah, definitely.
the test.
Yeah, agreed. Alrighty. Well, I will submit this video for us if you want to go ahead and
Well,
submit
I think we submit the homework and the link to it. So if you just want to send me a copy of the link on my email, I can just send everything as one on the PDF. And
yeah, I can do that.
all right. When's a good time for you to meet next week?
I can do Tuesday or Thursday next week, whatever works for you.
Would Thursday the same time work?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Okay. Yeah, if you just want to send me a copy of the Hangout link, I'll send everything in.
Okay, sounds good.
We'll see you next Thursday then.
Okay, see you, man.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.